What's up, my future millionaires? I have a DEGEN play I want to share with you that could be a potential hidden meme coin gem. Now, before you guys ask, this isn't a paid shield, paid sponsor, anything like that. This is just a meme coin I've been watching since it launched early May this year, which is now coming up on its 2 months of existence, and today it should be launching its beta version of its main utility, which is a DEX. Now, before we get into the details of all of this, I do want to say, of course, none of this is financial advice. As I said, this is a DEGEN play. Now, the meme coin we're talking about today is called Cobra Coin, which is going to be the native crypto that powers the 𝗥𝗏𝗏 decentralized DEX that will be launching here soon. Now, 3 quick things I want to say. Number 1, if you like 𝗥 or any of the 𝗥 pairs, then you're definitely going to love this video, so definitely watch it all the way through. Number 2, if you don't like 𝗥 or anything like that, then you're probably not going to like this video too much, and actually I'm not kind of sure why you clicked on it. And number 3, if you don't really like 𝗥, but you do like to understand what potential projects have to offer, then you're definitely going to like this video as well, so definitely watch this one all the way through. Now, as I said, Cobra is going to be the native crypto that powers the 𝗥𝗏𝗏 decentralized DEX, which is going to specialize in not only just having the 𝗥 pairs in the 𝗥 ecosystem on there, but also other meme coins will be added on there also, and they're going to be hard coded on the DEX, so you won't have to worry about searching for different contracts, which will help with a lot of people putting in different scam addresses and just putting in the wrong token address. Now, not only that, but the thing that I really like about this is the fact that it's going to incentivize Cobra holders by giving them a percentage of the decentralized DEX fees. And in my opinion, getting in at this low price, and we're going to take a look at the DEX and some details and all of that, but the market cap at the time of this video is between 1.3 million and 1.4 million. And because of the narrative, the catalyst, and the utility, I believe getting in around this market cap puts us in a good position to make some pretty nice gains. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be the next Pepe or anything of that nature, but I do think this can give us some pretty nice gains because of those 3 things I mentioned: utility, narrative, and the catalyst, right? So when we take a look at the narrative of 𝗥𝗏𝗏 and the Cobra coin that's going to be powering it, well, as we know, it's going to have the 𝗥 pairs on there first, and also some stable coins as well to move around with. And so the narrative is it is definitely going to grab some percentage and market share, from other DEXs of those actual 𝗥 pairs that's in the 𝗥 community, which is going to drive trading volume to the DEX and also to the Cobra coin, which also is going to allow people who hold it, allow them to get a percentage of those DEX fees, right? So that's definitely a plus. Now, the second thing is when it starts to add other meme coins to 𝗥𝗏𝗏, how much percentage in market cap can it take from other decentralized DEXs and bring it over to 𝗥𝗏𝗏, which will also help the trading volume of, Cobra, 𝗥, and the whole DEX itself, right? And so one thing I do want to mention, because this project does somewhat have a double-edged sword, right? Because it does kind of count on somewhat of the success of 𝗥 coin, right? Because it is a official pair of 𝗥 and is actually building the DEX first for the 𝗥 ecosystem, and then other meme coins will be added. And so if 𝗥 coin does well, it's definitely going to benefit Cobra and the DEX. Now, if 𝗥 coin, doesn't do well, it's definitely going to hurt Cobra and the DEX. So I do want people to be mindful of that. At least that's my 2 cents on it, right? Now, because of it's going to be a decentralized DEX that not just is only focused on 𝗥 and the ecosystem, which is its main point, but even though it's not going to just be focused on that, it gives it a little bit more staying power potential because other meme coins can be traded on it. And so the question is, how much market share and percentage can it grab from other DEXs? Because I do think having the utility of a DEX is a great utility, but it is a very competitive niche in the blockchain space. Now, when we talk about the catalyst, and I kind of mentioned that already, we know it's going to get some of the percentage from Uniswap, DEX tools, and other places that the 𝗥 pair and 𝗥 is being traded, right? But the catalyst is how much can it take from other upcoming meme coins when those start to get added? And I think that's really going to be the deciding factor around how successful can the actual 𝗥𝗏𝗏 be, right? And then also, what else are they going to add to the table that we don't know yet that's going to separate them from other decentralized DEXs. The first thing is, as I already mentioned, Cobra holders are going to get a percentage of the decentralized DEX fees, which is great. And we already know is going to see a percentage of Hmong and all of the Hmong pairs, which I think is great. So let's kind of look at a little bit of literature and details real fast, just to kind of put everything into perspective. Now, as you can see coming from Cobra Coin itself, very small project still. You can see beta version of 𝗥𝗠𝗇 built by Cobra, target date Monday 3rd of July. 14 coins will be hard-coded, no more copy and paste or searching. Now, what to expect from this? New branding, a substantial increase in the Cobra and Hmong liquidity, 6.9% of Cobra supply will be distributed to Hmong NFT holders, Hmong Swap launching as the official swap of Hmong pairs, Cobra providing liquidity and incentives to Hmong users, and then the launch of a new website with everything related to the Hmong ecosystem under one roof. And then one thing for people that don't know, the only way you can buy Cobra is by having the Hmong token. And the only two places you can purchase Cobra right now until the actual Hmong Swap DEX gets launched is DEX Tools or Uniswap. And you want to have your slippage around 2% to make it go through. So if you look right here, liquidity on Hmong and Cobra pair has been added, increasing from 20K to 140K. And this was June 13th when this came out. Now, if you go over to DEX Tools here, you can see the current liquidity right now, 361K, and the market cap is only 1.33 million. So almost 1/3 of the whole market cap they have in liquidity locked, which is definitely a great thing, which shows a very healthy token. And if you look at the chart, it's almost like a stairway, which also shows a nice, healthy project as well. Now, as I mentioned, it launched early May. As you can see, May 9th, you can see it only has around 278 holders. So fairly new project, which is another reason why I said if we get in early enough, you put yourself in a good position to lock in some pretty nice gains. And if you're one of those people that kind of want to earn that passive income from just holding the Cobra coin, you have that ability as well. And then another thing as well, if you look at the total supply, there's only 69 billion tokens, which are all in circulation right now. No minting, no dilution. Only 69 billion compared to a lot of meme coins that have trillions and trillions of tokens, right? That's another good thing that I like about this. Now, if we head over here, this is going to tell us a little bit of what we know. As we look right here at what to expect on the actual Hmong swap, this is going to tell us a little bit coming from them. As we can see, Cobra holders will receive a share of the DEX fees. We don't know what the percentage is going to be as of yet, but we do know just by holding the Cobra token, we're going to get some of those fees, right? And there's a lot of different Hmong pairs. If you look right here, here are all of the different Hmong pairs, including Hmong itself. Now, all of these are definitely going to be traded on Hmong Swap, and the community is definitely going to back Hmong Swap. So it does have the power of Hmong just by itself, and then it has the power of all the other sub communities within the ecosystem. So it's definitely going to get a percentage. How much, we have to wait and see. So I definitely think getting in early before all of this takes place and launches, you put yourself in a good position. The next thing is, it talks about what if holding Cobra gave you the chance to win your bags back after 7 days. Raffle rewards pools will reward people each week who hold Cobra and use Hmong Swap. So we're the only exchange, they say, where you can win your bags back up to $100 from the DEX fees, no inflation or dilution. And then if you look right here, this is just kind of a scenario they mentioned. They said if Hmong Swap DEX launching soon gets 10% of Hmong's volume, which at the time of this tweet was around 228,000 a day from one coin, that's around 2,200 per day in fees and over 800,000 per annual, right? There will be 15 coins on the DEX in Hmong pairs. It was 14, so they must have added another one. You got Cobra, which we just saw is around 1.3 million. Hmong, I believe, is around 14 million at the time of this video. So we know Hmong is going to be traded there, and then all the other pairs as well is going to be traded there. So remember, all of that trading volume is going to go over to Hmong Swap and the Cobra coin, which powers Hmong Swap. And this is why I say it puts us in a good position to see some of those gains to the upside. Now, if you look right here, when you look at the liquidity of all of the main among pairs. You can see Hamster has the most right now, which was the main second one that launched. And then you have Cobra right here as well, which is 356K. And this came out June 25th. Remember, as I showed you here right on Dex Tools at the time of this video, here you can see 361K for the total liquidity, right? So very healthy project, healthy chart as well. So again, this is a DEGEN play, but this is something I did invest in within the past 48 hours, just because I do think it is going to see some momentum to the upside, because of typically any new DEX is going to see some type of initial momentum, and people want to get in buying that token if it's going to offer any type of incentives such as trading fees, which is MonkSwap is going to do that. So with that being said, again, I think the narrative, I think the catalyst, and I think the utility puts this DEGEN play in a good position. Not financial advice, but again, just sharing with you all that's rocking with me to try to put you in a position to try to make some decent money. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well. It really helps this video go a long way, and it helps grow the channel a lot. I will catch you all on the next one.